Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. I know that Zogdell and I have been gone for a hot second, and it's because unfortunately we've been going through some life struggles, but we are finally back. We are ready to talk about Euphoria, and we just can't wait to share our thoughts tonight. How are you doing tonight?
Yes, I'm so excited to be back. This show we've been keeping up with the show. We just unfortunately were not able to get together and do a recording for you guys. However, the show is still amazing. But I do want to briefly disclose that this is a full spoiler discussion. If you have
Yes.
not watched episode 7,
Yes.
if you have not watched episode 7, this is not for you. Also, we will not be filtering our language today.
We
So if
never do,
you are
but
under the age of 18 or if you're not comfortable with certain language, then please exit the video. Also, today we're sponsored by, just kidding. I wish we were sponsored by someone, but we're not.
right.
But we are having a drink. So if you want to drink as well, just sit back, relax with us.
What are you having
And yeah.
tonight?
Oh boy. So it's called Raging Bitch. It's literally what it's called, Raging Bitch.
That's a good one.
And I
Love
love the
that beer.
artwork.
Yeah, I love
It's
that
an
beer.
IPA, so forgive me if I fall over my on my chair.
I am having some rum and some good old Coke. Coke.
Some what Coke? Yellow
Some
Coke?
Coke. Some Coke.
All right,
Yo,
so we'll
and
get right into it, guys.
excuse this little girl over here in the background being a creep.
Yeah. She exploring. Okay, so we can go ahead and get right into it. So uh
So let's briefly talk about the last episode because that was pretty intense. I mean, I know that Euphoria season 2 has been intense all around, but yeah. What'd you
yeah.
think?
Um, honestly, last episode was my least favorite episode personally, and we
Okay.
can go on about that
Sure.
episode for a good minute because it was a very important episode. But I'll just leave it at that. I was a little disappointed because I think everyone was waiting for a throwdown, for a cat fight, and things went differently. But if you have not watched this preview for next episode, forgive me, please mute it for 10 seconds. But it looks like there is finally we're going to get that cat fight. So that
But
is
not
exciting.
with the people that I've been wanting to see the cat fight with.
What do
Just
you mean? Yeah, with
no.
Maddie
Oh, that
and
was Maddie?
Cassie.
Oh man, what was I?
Yeah,
I thought it was
yeah.
Lexi and Cassie.
It might be all of them.
Spoiler
I
alert.
swear. I think Maddie throws herself in there.
Okay, all right. Perfect.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
Perfect.
yeah. Well,
And
we're
it's the
excited
season
about that.
finale, so I mean,
Oh my God, yes, yes, yes. Okay, so yeah, so last episode, we won't make we're trying to not make so many compromises because we are a little feel bad that we're not able to come through with them a lot of the
right.
time. However, we might do a video about the last 3 episodes that we missed because there's a lot to talk about.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
there's a lot to
So
unpack.
stay tuned for that potentially. Sorry, guys.
So I know that this was the least favorite episode, and we're not gonna go into a whole discussion because otherwise we'd be
No,
here all night. But
not this one,
um,
but the last
the
one.
last one, yeah, the last one.
Yeah.
What was it about the episode that you weren't thrilled about? Because
What I just said.
personally,
What I just said. It was an expectations thing. I feel like they were building up to this episode being the throwdown. Because if you had watched the sneak preview, like there were guns being cocked and Maddie
sure.
was like going off, and instead of there being like a big thing, it was more like subdued. It was more drama. Like Maddie was traumatized, and there wasn't a throwdown. So
So let's talk about this new episode. What are your thoughts?
Well, for starters, I think that I'm glad that we're finally getting to see Lexi's play because that has been teased for the entire season. And it's great to finally see what the play is about because I think it was really obscure for a while. I think there were little hints that it was going to be about the girls,
Sure.
the whole clique, everybody else. But to see it in action, to finally see what's going on, kind of helps put a little piece of the puzzle, the piece of the puzzle that was missing.
Right.
Um, yeah. What did you think of the play itself?
I really liked the episode. I really liked the play, but in the back of my head, I could not stop thinking about what was your budget, Lexi? How was that?
Yeah,
How did
I
the
remember that.
principal allow this play to go on and all the things that you just threw at us like nothing? You know, loved it, absolutely loved it. Don't get me wrong, but in the back of my head, I'm like, how much money did you spend on this, homegirl? Like, this isn't cheap.
Let's just chalk it up on Lexi being very
Well,
resourceful.
I was gonna say, is Fez involved with some of this money? Like, is he giving you some of the money from the
Maybe.
drugs, and therefore you have, you know?
Some drug money tied into the whole thing.
Yeah,
Damn. I don't
could be.
know. Anyway,
Possibly,
yeah.
never know. But again, that was going through. That was running in the back of my head. Love the episode. I think it was beyond creative. Everyone is fucking great in Euphoria, and I think that you and I have talked about it previously. But you know how when we did when we talked about season 1, I told you that my favorite character was Cassie, without even knowing that Cassie was gonna be such a big character this season. I can't tell you how much I like season 2. It's intense, it's heavy, but there's always a lot to unpack.
Oh,
and Lexi, unfortunately, I don't think has had the spotlight up until recently, and I like it.
Yeah.
I like it.
Yeah. I think that's an excellent point. Like with Lexi, we've been teasing her play, and I think us as viewers and watchers, the audience, have wanted to see what Lexi's all about because
Right.
we've only seen like little snippets of her how
Right.
she operates.
Mhm.
To finally see basically her mind brought onto the stage like that was amazing. And I remember one of the characters, one of the people in the show, in the episode, was like, Lexi is brilliant.
Mhm.
And I was like, you're damn right.
Sure.
Yes, she is.
Sure.
So what else happened in this episode? Oh,
Well, I just
I
want to
think
make
I like.
a comment about the fact that we've also only seen Rue's perspective of everything that's happened. And I
Yeah,
think in this
that's
episode we
true.
get we get Lexi's perspective on what happened with when Rue's father passed away and everything that her family has gone through. So it was definitely a refreshing take on it. Yeah, she's brilliant. Love it.
Yeah, absolutely. I was gonna say it was really cool. So this show I would never compare it to Mean Girls because obviously this is on Mean Girls is here and this show is here.
Yeah.
But there are some Mean Girls-ish vibes sometimes with just
Sure.
like I don't know. There's something about it. There's something Mean Girls and what's the other one? Clueless vibes about it. A little bit of that. There's little hints of that. The things that you like about Mean Girls and Clueless are in here to an extreme and to like an R-rated level kind
Right.
of thing. So it was really cool to see the play starting, and you see like they're zooming into the different characters that are being represented
Right.
on the stage, and kind of seeing their reactions. Like that felt a little I like that's like the high school kind of thing about the show that I
Right.
really like. The creative drama, just expression like that was a cool thing. That was really cool to see. What do you think about that? How they were representing different characters in the play?
I loved it. I honestly, it's one of those things that you can't take it too seriously.
Right.
But seeing the audience also be present for it and seeing, like, for instance, their mom.
Yeah.
Lexi's mom and Cassie's mom. She's freaking
She's the
excited.
best.
I mean, I love that she's
The
like
best.
clapping and she's like, it's supposed to be
Yes,
me. It's
yes,
supposed
yes,
to be
yes.
me. And it's like, she loves it. And
Yeah.
yes, it's not an actual representation of who she is, but the minute we see Ethan come on stage, because it's Ethan playing their mom, you're like, oh, we know it's her. We have no doubt about it. So I loved it. Loved it.
Yeah. On that note, I think Cassie and Lexi's mom, sorry, I forget her name, is one of my favorite characters in the show. And that it was even I loved her even more this particular episode because say what you want about self-deprecating humor and say
Sure.
what you want about making fun of yourself to like an extreme where it's unhealthy. I understand that, but I think that there's a fine balance and sometimes you just have to be able to laugh at yourself.
Right. Right.
It's a good thing. And so for her to see herself just like cracking up about the person that was representing her on stage, it's like good for her. Like
Right.
she sees the humor and she loved it versus
Right.
seeing the humor and being like Nate. Like Nate, he could not catch the humor.
No.
I mean, granted, his part of the play was it was a little offensive,
There
I
was a
think.
little
I think
more.
that
There
Lexi
was a
was
little more to
playing with
that, but
fire.
sure,
Lexi was playing with fire very much when it came to Nate.
intentionally.
Of course. I mean, yeah, but I think she doesn't understand what Nate might be capable of at this point.
I
Yeah.
honestly, I do think that they know that he's capable of more, and I think that they know that he's a dangerous person.
She knows. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think
Well, we'll
Lexi's
see.
observant.
We'll see what
Also,
happens like
we
episode.
forget that Fez knows Nate and knows what Nate is
Fez
doing.
does know. Fez knows what. Oh yeah, you're
So
right. Fez knows. Now, has Fez told Lexi everything though about Nate?
they've been talking every day. And I think they've
True.
been building a relationship more so than, Fez really is into Lexi.
They're so freaking cute.
They're,
They're
they're
so
yeah, they're
cute.
great together.
They're the
I'm
best.
rooting for
He
them
is so
100%.
adorable. He is so adorable.
Right.
Very
Can we
likable. Yeah.
talk briefly about what may happen to Fez and Ash?
Yeah. 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 Yeah,
What
because
do you
it
think?
kind of. I was gonna say it kind of sounds like they it was a little obscure whether or not they killed someone. I think we're running with them having killed the kingpin,
Yeah,
right?
they did.
They definitely did. And so it's like, what are the consequences of that? This freaking child, literally, how old is he? 8 or 10, 9 or 10?
Like I was like 11
Whatever
maybe
old he is,
tops.
this child murdered someone in cold blood,
Right.
and there were no consequences. And I think to be fair, as much as I love as much as I love Fez and Ashtray, like actions have consequences. So
Sure. Sure.
yes, yes, yes,
I feel for
yes.
Lexi too though because at this point it's like, she thinks that she's finally going to be or have a little taste of happiness and then, of course, whatever
Yeah.
happens next. But yeah.
Yeah, this episode it was good. Excellent, excellent.
So let's talk a little bit about what this means for Cassie and Nate. Let's wrap it up with this discussion about Cassie and Nate because I mean, after this whole thing happens, I don't think he's not happy at all. And we know
Oh
why. We
no.
understand why. But what does this mean for Cassie? Cassie has decided to run with her love for Nate and, sort of betray her best friend. And it doesn't matter. But what happens now?
I think it's one of those things. This show, I think I mentioned it before. It has those standout moments that whoever you are, as long as you've been paying attention to this show, there are some oh shit moments,
Sure.
right?
Mm-hmm.
And as soon as Nate walks out and he's like, "Pack your bags and go home," it's like, what? Because she has
So
been trying to get back with him this entire season.
So just to give a little background, Zogdell and I watched this together, and I saw his reaction as soon as he got up from his seat and was like, "Pack your bags, get the fuck out of my house." And he was like, "Oh no!" And I, on the other hand, I was like, "Good, get out, Cassie, you're fine." And then
Yeah.
he was like, "No, no, 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 no. This means that she's Cassie's gonna hate Lexi." And I had not thought about the fact that Cassie has been wanting to get with Nate for the past fucking six
The whole
episodes.
season.
Yeah, the
The
entire
whole
season.
season.
And she just lost Nate.
I know, like to the point of being like damn near Mad Woman kind of thing, because she went through the whole
Right.
scrubbing herself for like 30 minutes every morning. Like she was obsessed to an extreme about Nate,
Yeah.
and now Lexi has destroyed that in a matter of 5 minutes.
Right.
So that's why the final shot of the whole episode that we see is Cassie looking through that little glass on the door, and she has this damn near like Joker level Joaquin
Yeah.
Phoenix insane look in her eye, like
Yeah.
someone has to pay with blood.
Yeah. She's pissed.
She is insanely. You can see the craziness in her eyes.
Yeah,
Like
you
she
can.
is ready to kill someone.
Yeah.
Which is a credit to the actress. If this actress doesn't get an Emmy nomination, then fuck the Emmys.
Sydney
Like, I mean,
Sweeney,
some
if you
people
see
are
this
already like,
video, I
fuck the
love you
Emmys
so
anyway.
much.
But she is an excellent actress. She is
Yeah,
an
she is.
excellent,
Yeah, she
excellent
is.
actress. Like for to
Yeah.
portray that feeling of just, and even before that scene when she went to the bathroom to just like gather herself,
Yeah.
um, like that was a very like you can see that she was hurting so much, but she was still putting on a smile.
Can I tell you that in all seriousness, Sydney Sweeney has really convinced me. And it was when she's in the bathroom with all the girls and she wants to tell them that she's fucking Nate and like what are they gonna do about it? And I'm just like, holy shit, she just did that. Like, of course that it wasn't true. She wasn't gonna. It didn't happen, but it was still like one of those things. That's like, damn, like she's good.
Next level with her acting.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, of course,
Yep.
of course. That was the moment for I think everyone that it was
Yeah.
like, damn, this girl, like those 10 seconds, however long that scene was.
And that's why I honestly wanted to see more of
Award
her,
her.
and that's why she was still my favorite character in season 1. I mean, now more so than ever, but in season 1, like she was still, she was not as important, but now, I mean, man.
Yes. I think that they have. I think a little bit is they know how much people liked Cassie as a character.
Yeah.
And I think even though she was kicked to the curb, not kicked to the curb, but she was a very minor character last season because
Yeah.
it was all about Rue and Hunter Schafer. Excuse me, I forget
Jules.
her name. Rue and Jules. Yes, it was all about Rue and Jules. I think that people they knew
She's
that
relatable. Who doesn't cry
yeah.
for a fucking impossible? Who doesn't, like all these things? She's been crying and vomiting all season long, and we love it. We're here for it.
Do we though? That's kind of gross. We're definitely here for it. We're definitely here for it. That's what we are.
I love it.
We're here for the drama. We're here
Love
for the next level drama that this show.
We sure are.
This show. Oh my god, this show. Okay, I'm gonna have to get some, like this show. I don't think I had. I don't think I had like diagnosable anxiety before, but after this season, like. All right, you guys. Well, that is all we have for today. Thank you so much for joining. Thank you so much if you made it to the end of this video. We promise, and because we have to make a season finale video.
Yeah.
Like we
Yeah,
have.
yeah. Maybe we need to do like a live discussion or some sorts. I don't
We might
know.
do a
Maybe.
live discussion. Yeah, we might even do a live reaction. That would be
Yeah.
really interesting.
Yeah.
That'd be really fun.
Yeah,
So
I'd love to do it.
maybe a live reaction, and then we'll add our thoughts. I'll make a thoughts video after the fact.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. All right, you guys.
Thank you again for watching. Honestly, I mean, we've been going through a couple of, hurdles in life, but
yeah. Yeah. I mean, I've been doing all right, but I think what you've been going through might be a little tougher. But yeah, I totally understand.
We'll be fine.
Yeah.
Anyways, catch our videos later. Let us know what you think. Let us know what you think about the season, and are we excited about the finale? Are we sad that next weekend is the last episode, or just let us know what you think. Yeah. Thank you for watching. Follow us everywhere you can.
Yep. Bye, everyone.
Bye.
See you next week.
Next week.